Hi, and welcome to Voice with Julia and day 69 of our Marchesi Vocal Challenge. Today we're going to be doing exercises 103 and 104. And I will say, of all the exercises we've encountered so far, these two exercises make me feel like an undergrad voice major back in ear training class. So let's take this nice and slow together and not get too confused by these very irregular patterns.
Voice with Julia, change your voice, change your life.
Okay, so exercise 103 begins like this. Then we go up, and that kind of implies a leading tone. So we're maybe tempted to sing, but you can't, right? You have to sing, which I don't know why, but that just confuses me so much. So make sure you look at that. Don't go fast because you might accidentally be singing leading tones. So I'm going to take this slow. I might breathe in the middle. And remember, Marchesi writes, if you breathe, what you're going to do is you're going to link up to the first note of the next measure. Then you breathe, then you begin on that same note and continue on. So you don't breathe in necessarily the logical place, which is like at the end of the measure. You would breathe after the first note of the next measure and then come in again on that first note. Okay, here is exercise 103. Breathe. Now this next pattern, be very careful. This is so tricky. I had to circle the anchor notes so that I know where I'm going down and where I'm going back up, okay? Breathe. I don't know why. That is literally like patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time, but much harder. I think it's because we're going up, then down, then up, then back down again, but then continuing down. It's like this off-putting pattern. I'm curious if you guys had trouble with that one too, or if that's just my brain, because I have to go so slow and it's not as much a vocal thing. It's like my brain cannot wrap around where I'm going next. It's like driving in the dark. Don't do it. Okay, here we are with exercise 104, and I'm telling you, this is even harder than exercise 103, at least for me. So again, I'm gonna take this nice and slow. I feel like I cannot read music. I'm circling the notes, the anchor notes, because it can be very hard to see. We've got like 12 exercises in one line. So I like to like have my ruler there so I can see what line I'm even looking at. And I like to circle these anchor notes. Okay, or you can think that you're anchoring here. So whichever one you choose to hear, you need to kind of stick with that in your ear. So I would even practice this one to get this into your ear like this. I would do Then you can do the inverse, so you start with that first third. But I also caution you against doing that, because what that also kind of encourages me to do is to sing that leading tone. If you have that da 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 da, then I want to go to da 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 da. That's not the exercise. I've been trying very hard to not hear that leading tone. So I think that that's why that first one that I showed you, anchor where that tonality is in your head. Okay, and here is exercise 104, and I'm going to be playing anchor tones to make sure I don't accidentally sing leading tones. This is like mind trap or something. Okay. Anyways, I hope that's fun. I did this about like 10 times and I'm still struggling. So this is one of those exercises that is definitely up there with the concentration levels, okay? I noticed if my eyes went away from the page or even like thought about anything besides what note I was singing next, it was not happening. Take your time with this, all right?